All right, we're back here for MLB Pick 'em. This is week 6. Greg, you want to go over the standings?
Yes, with our special guest, Bentley Bay here. So, the current standings for this week. First place, Brian with 58. He's
Wire to
changed
wire?
somehow, but I don't know how.
Wire to wire.
Second place, Kevin, I drive a Benz now, Bryant, and Richard Skittles Myers, each with 50.
Skittles, make pick 6.
Third place, me with 47.
I seen you made a run.
Yeah, and which number 4 dropped. Brandon dropped hard.
Hard.
46. And last place in his basement, Andy with 41.
Andy. But at least Andy got his picks in first this
I
week.
surprised me. I was driving to work and I saw Andy. I'm
Before
like,
the sun was up, his picks were in.
all right then. So I guess now let's go over the matchups for the week.
Matchups.
Getting them pulled up here. So this week we got everyone's picks in except for Kevin's. So Kevin will be omitted in this video.
And he went to the game.
Yeah,
Like, come on, dude.
just make the
We gotta
picks.
look at the pitchers. I haven't looked at pitchers all year, and I'm winning.
Yeah, Brian doesn't even know what baseball is, and he's winning. So we'll do the rest of us tomorrow. So last week I was a liar, I guess, because this week we have a ton of games again. I didn't expect that. So tomorrow we have 6 games. The first one is the Houston Astros at the New York Yankees. Everyone went with the Yankees except for Richard and Brandon went with the Cheaters.
Fuck
I
Altuve.
saw that on Sports Center.
Yeah.
That's great. I don't have anything to say to that because I don't like the Cheaters and I'm a Yankees fan. So,
And fuck Altuve.
yeah. So we'll go with New York. The next matchup is Milwaukee at Philadelphia. Everyone went with Philly except me and Richard went with the Brewers.
Oh.
I went with the Brewers because I was surprised to see when I did my I was updating the standings for MLB that the Brewers were actually the best team in baseball. So,
Oh, are they? I did not know that.
yeah. I mean, granted, it's by a little bit over like the Dodgers. And
Yeah.
actually, the Giants were ahead of the Dodgers, too.
Really?
Yep.
Shit's getting weird. I haven't looked at the standings that closely, I guess.
Yeah,
I keep up on where the Reds are at, but I haven't, kept up on
right.
the whole
That's the
scheme.
one thing where it helps that I do that board I have at home.
Yeah,
Where
I keep track of
I see what it is. So that's why I went with the Brewers. And Philly, we pick a lot of Philly games before this year.
Yeah.
They always do the opposite of what I want, I feel
Yeah,
like. So I'm
so
like,
screwing you.
so Milwaukee probably lose. Next, we got the Toronto Blue Jays, the Oakland Athletics. Everyone went with Oakland except Brandon and Andy. They decided to go with Canada.
My home and native land.
So, not sure why. Oakland's playing better.
They're on fire right now.
So,
They're probably not paying attention. That's why they're losing.
probably. Next, we got the Atlanta Braves at the Washington Nationals. That's a sweep for Atlanta. Everyone went with Braves. Braves are catching, I think they're starting to play more.
Yeah, coming in their form.
Then we have the Arizona Diamondbacks at the Miami Marlins. Everyone went with the Diamondbacks except me and Richard went with the Marlins.
Oh, wow.
I went with the Marlins because they're the home team.
Oh.
So, I feel like Arizona mostly beats the Reds.
Yeah, I guess.
Miami's not the Reds. So,
Yeah.
we'll see though. I mean, that was my only strategy with that one.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's just a home team. And then to wrap it up, we have the Tampa Bay Rays at the Los Angeles Angels. Everyone went with LA except for Richard and Andy. They went with the Rays.
Okay.
I
Did they
feel
forget
like
Trout played for Anaheim or?
Ann's in LA and the Rays, last I checked, weren't doing that well.
No, yeah.
I mean,
They don't know what they're doing.
yeah. I don't know. So then Friday, we got, looks like 5 games Friday. First one, Pittsburgh Pirates at the Chicago Cubs. Everyone went with Chicago.
I almost went with Pittsburgh.
Really?
Just FYI, yeah.
Because they're the
I was-
home, or no, they're not the home team.
I don't know. I just had a
Just your
gut
gut?
feeling about Pitt.
Watch Pittsburgh wins like 15-1.
Yeah. I mean, luckily we all picked Chicago, so I
Yeah,
don't
it
care as
doesn't
much.
hurt you either.
And I think I think that's why I ended up going with the Cubs. Is probably everybody's picking the Cubs, so I may as well not roll the dice and lose that game.
Well, you have that cushion now.
Yeah, I'm trying not to lose ground. I'm not playing too safe, but I'm like, most people will probably pick the Cubs in this one, so why not?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, you're
and I
right.
wasn't so sure on them, so
Yeah, you're right. Everyone went with the Cubs.
yeah.
Then we have the Washington Nationals at the New York Yankees. All Yankees except for Andy.
Okay.
I guess he's feeling patriotic because he picked Canada earlier.
I don't know. Who knows?
Record-wise, New York is still trying to find their fire, but I think in recent weeks they've been starting to string together some wins.
Yeah.
Next, we have the Battle of Ohio. Cleveland edition. Cincinnati Reds at Cleveland.
Reds, so.
Everyone knows.
Okay.
We'll make fun of them when they don't, like the one time Andy went against the Reds.
I'm sure at some point people will. It's a good season for us so far. So.
Right, and it will happen.
Normally, I'm used to being like the only one, the Lone Ranger that just keeps trucking with the Reds. So.
Right.
You bandwagon guys are up here with me, and it's hard for me to pull away.
You don't need to pull away anymore. And then next we got the Battle of California. That's not LA teams. San Diego Padres at San Francisco Giants.
Oh.
All Padres.
Yeah.
Even though the Giants, like I said, as of Sunday, were first in the division.
Yeah.
But it was I think by a game. It wasn't like it was pulling away.
Yeah.
And the Giants, I don't trust them for some reason.
No, I don't know how they're first right now.
Me neither. I was shocked when I saw that.
Yeah.
So to wrap up that, we have the Battle of Los Angeles.
Oh.
Dodgers at Angels. And that game, everyone with the Dodgers, because we all forgot Mike Trout plays for the Angels.
No, for that one, I actually consciously just think the Dodgers are better.
So do I. All joking aside, I went with the Dodgers in that Battle of LA. So next we have on Saturday, we have 4 games. We have the Washington Nationals again at the New York Yankees. Everyone's Yankees that time.
Okay.
Andy got some sense into them. We have a lot of repeats, I've noticed. So maybe
there's a lot of repeat this week, yeah.
Yeah, so again, we have San Diego at San Francisco. All San Diego again.
Okay. So there's not going to be a lot of people gaining ground on me this week, it doesn't seem.
Doesn't seem that way. Because the next one we have Philly at Atlanta. That one, everyone went with the Braves except for Andy was in the mood for a Philly cheesesteak that game.
All right.
Phillies.
I mean, Andy, you got some options, so he might make some moves, but I'm not afraid of him catching me this week.
No, you have a solid lead. But, yeah. I mean, he has basically, before what you're saying, since you're in the lead, you have the luxury of choosing who you truly think is going to win.
Yeah.
But other people might try to do strategy.
You try to roll the dice early in the season
underdog.
and get it moving, yeah.
Yep. So, and then we have the LA battle again. And that one, everyone went with the Dodgers except you went with Mike Trout.
Oh, yeah.
You decided to go to the Angels. And I'm assuming...
Switch it up, yeah.
Which I will say, this time around, I decided to stick with the team throughout the series. And so Dodgers, I was going to mention that tonight.
Oh, so you're going for the sweep.
I was like, I'm going to go all for that one.
Sweep.
I don't think that's going to happen. So
No.
But I'll take the chance. I just hope it's when you also have the Dodgers.
Yeah.
But, all right, so Sunday, we have 4 more games. We have Washington Nationals at New York Yankees. All Yankees except for Andy went Washington again.
So they're just nationally televising the same teams over.
It looks like they picked a certain series. And a lot of these national televised games are MLB Network.
Yeah.
Which is why you'll see, like you just said, a lot of them pick a series.
Yeah.
Or they'll pick a series and then like the rubber match would be like on ESPN.
Yeah.
So all the networks are covering it. A different one, we have the Chicago White Sox at the Kansas City Royals. Everyone went to Chicago except for you and Richard.
Yeah, because, I mean, Kansas City's better.
And you always pick the Royals. We've established that a few videos
They're
ago.
actually leading the division. So.
Yes, they are. You're correct.
Yeah.
That was more that surprised me, too, honestly. Actually, Minnesota, not to bring that up, but Minnesota is the second worst team in the AL and maybe even the whole league.
Yeah, I know. It's hemorrhaging for me right now.
Yeah, that's weird,
My
though.
bet's falling apart. I should have picked Kansas City.
You should have, but it's May.
Yeah.
So, and then we have Dodgers at Angels again. All Dodgers this time.
Yep.
I'm not going to get into that. And then we have Philadelphia at Atlanta again. Everyone went to Atlanta except this time Richard decided he wanted a Philly cheesesteak. And I think it's just the whole...
Switch it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So then on Monday, we have 2 games. We have the Los Angeles Angels at the Houston Astros.
Oh, cheaters versus Trout.
Everyone went with Trout except for Richard decided he's going to go with the cheaters.
He does like to cheat, so I can see him
Right.
enjoying how they cheated their way
Does
to
he
the
have
World Series.
doesn't he have a Houston hat?
I believe he does.
Yeah.
And it's probably post them winning the World Series.
What a
'cause
clown.
He's a clown.
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 Then we have the Texas Rangers at the San Francisco Giants.
Oh.
First, before I say who picked who, it's weird to me to pick Texas games. I feel like in the last few years we don't really pick
No.
Texas except for...
I think they're getting some national TV because they're the stadium that's letting everybody
yeah,
in.
they're like, we got fans in there.
There's a crowd there, so we may as well do it.
So with that being said, everyone went with the Giants except Brandon decided to go to Texas.
Yeah, that's why he's falling apart.
He wanted to wear his boots or something. I don't know.
That's Cowboy.
He probably does have some.
I'm sure he does.
And then finally, to wrap up this edition of Pick'em, we have 3 games. We have your Cincinnati Reds at the Pittsburgh Pirates. All Reds.
Reds.
Um,
Reds until otherwise, not, until maybe they hit a big losing streak.
right. And
But even we kind of grinded through that losing streak and people were still.
Yeah. I think more people bought in. I think the team even.
Yeah.
His team in general is a fun team.
But Votto shattered his thumb. Shattered.
Yeah.
Blandino time. The future is now.
There you go.
Future is now.
Oh, man. So then we have the Texas Rangers at San Francisco Giants again. So they're getting some more love. Same as actually the first game. Everyone went with the Giants except for Brandon went with Texas.
He's all over Texas is really bad this year.
Yes, they are. Watch they win both games.
I know, he'll be right.
He's like, I told he wanted to know though. He's like,
Yeah.
I picked them? Like, yeah. And then finally we have Seattle Mariners at the Dodgers, and we went all Dodgers. So that's it right there. Any final thoughts on this week?
No, I think that's about it. I'm sticking in the penthouse, and I think I'm going to keep riding my wire to wire. So
Yeah, I hope Kevin checks those pitching matchups too.
I hope he doesn't, because
No,
you don't get
sarcasm.
Let him go.
Yeah, I mean he's the rook in this. Pick him.
Yeah, he should be penalized for being late.
I think so.
But,
And then while we're talking trash, one other thing I thought was funny was Brandon was the one that had to remind us today, and he turned in his picks. Except for the last 3 games, he put both teams down for each one. I'm like, here you got, you need to pick somebody.
yeah, you can put both teams.
So,
Jeez.
anyways,
All right.
until next time.
See you next week.